Hello, welcome back. Uh, in this lecture, we are going to go over the second example about exception. So Java exception example 2. Okay, so let's take a quick look. So in this example, we first are going to get some input from keyboard, okay, standard input. So here we try to get some file name, okay, so we use the next line. And we also try to get some string, okay. And then we are going to call a method called read file. So if everything goes well, then it will do some count of the specific word within the file. Okay, call this function. And we can see, and we put all of this in the try-catch block, okay, because here it involves the file handling. And file handling, generally speaking, it may involve checked exception. And the checked exception, you must handle it or declare it, okay. And so there are some exception like a file may not be found, is it? So if that's the case, we are going to output the exception message as well as like the file couldn't be found, okay. We also may have the illegal argument exception, okay. And let's see what else we have. So if everything goes well, then it will, so the input will be closed, okay, and ready for another task. So here is that method read file. So it will return the file. And here we provide the name of the file. But if you take a look, this method throws that file not found exception. And this one is checked exception. So you must either do it here or we catch it within. Inside the method, we needed to do try catch block because in this method, we didn't do try catch block within the method. So that's why we just declare it. Okay. Declare it. Okay, then let's see. So if file name is null, then we throw illegal argument exception. So this is unchecked. Doesn't matter, okay. And then for the file, okay, because for the file it may not exist. So that's why over here we can throw that file not found exception, okay. And if everything goes well, then the file will be returned, okay. And then let's take a look at the second method. If we take a look, the second method, yeah, it also throws a file not found, except because it also involves a file. Okay, so it's a checklist. You must either throw it or declare it or handle it. So here, because it involves a file, so we just declare it. If you take a look here, we don't have any of the file not found exception be thrown. Okay, so but the method itself because deal with file, so we declare it. Okay, and this section of code is just to do the word count. Okay, the target word that you try to find in that file. Okay, so that's regarding this method. These two methods, we know that because both methods deal with the file, so they both declare exception, is it? So that exception is file handle. They declare it, but in main, we must also handle it. So that's why in main, we put that file related method call as it in the try block, and then that exception can be catched by the catch block and some other exception and the final. So this is a general flow about this program, and the running result we can take a look here. And be careful as this file basically is Alice in the Wonderland. Okay, so this file is stored in a subfolder called file. So that's why here you have the subfolder file and then the file name. Okay, this is a word we try to look for. Okay, and it does find how many occurrence in the text. Okay. And we can try some other scenario and see what is going on. So enter file name. Suppose I just enter the text. Okay, enter the same word. Good. Then you will see that. So this time you see. Oh, mm, let's see. Yeah, if we take a look. You will see this time it does report the error because that file could not be found. Okay, so this is from the file not found exception. This exception itself from the get message. Okay, and this part is our own case. Okay, so that's about the checked exception. Okay, so how do we declare exception using a method and then handle it in the respective calling method? In this case, is the main method. Okay, so that's about exception handling, and we are going to move to next chapter in our next lecture. See you.